Just find a place of comfort to sit down. Pradeep, I know you're out there somewhere. There we go. Hi, my name is David Dunworth. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for SAHAVE, and I'd like to welcome all of you to our global launch. And to begin the event, we would like to call on Teju Kandimala to offer us a little, there we go.
Invocation.
There we go.
Then we're in it. We stand or sit?
एकदन्तं विनायकं विघ्नहरं भज गजाननम् एकदन्तं विनायकं विघ्नहरं भज गजाननं मूषिकवाहन गजाननं मोदकहस्ता गजाननं मूषिकवाहन गजाननं मोदकहस्ता गजाननम् एकदन्तं विनायकं विघ्नहरं भज गजाननम् एकदन्तं विनायकं विघ्नहरं भज गजाननं चामरकर्णा गजाननं विलम्बितसूत्रा गजाननं चामरकर्णा गजाननं विलम्बितसूत्रा गजाननं वामनरूपा गजाननं महेश्वरपुत्रा गजाननं वामनरूपा गजाननं महेश्वरपुत्रा गजाननं विघ्नविनायक गजाननं पादनमस्ते गजाननं विघ्नविनायक गजाननं पादनमस्ते गजाननं एकदन्तं विनायकं विघ्नहरं भज गजाननम् एकदन्तं विनायकं विघ्नहरं भज गजाननम्
I'm going to ask, do we clap or say amen or what?
Thank you so much for that invocation. I appreciate it. I'd like to take a moment to also introduce some of our founding investors who might be here. Sheshi Reddy, Madam Reddy.
She's not here yet.
Not here yet, okay. Pranita Kandimala.
She's not here yet.
Okay, we're working real well here. All right, let's try this one. Satyanarayana Reddy Kondipali.
She's not here yet.
Not bad, 1,000.
Who's here?
Okay, Rajya Lakshmi Chamarla. There we are. Srivnas Chada. If you'd like to say a few words, I appreciate that. All right, well,
They gave the money already.
welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate all of your support.
Sore tooth, I'm looking for the soft stuff.
In the development of SAHAVE over the past several years, I don't know how many of you know the story behind it, but when Pradeep was younger, he watched a movie called Schindler's List. And it sparked something in him to know that his life depended on saving others. And through that, he determined that what the world needed was cooperation of community. He told me a story once that if you look back beyond 150 years ago, when small communities were able to survive only by the fact that they had to help each other. If somebody was sick, neighbors would tend to their ills. When somebody was out of a job or needed money, others shared that with them. If somebody needed food, they were cared for by their family and community members. And that is the premise behind SAHAVE. It's bringing people together in communities so that everyone can live a better world. And I'd like to share some videos with you right now. A couple of our advisory members have had something to say. We've been working with these folks for quite some time. And if Santush would roll this video, that would be great.
I want to talk to you a little bit about SAHAVE. SAHAVE is a software development tool for nonprofits and organizations who support nonprofits and for the people who contribute their time and talents for nonprofits. It's community driven. It's driven to be impactful. What they have created is one of the most dynamic software tools that's ever been used in this industry, bringing the resources of people and talent and money together in order to accomplish the impact for all communities. Please take a good look at what SAHAVE has to offer. You may be intrigued, delighted, and you may even participate. We hope you will.
This next video we're sharing with you is a little bit more information about how SAHAVE is, how it works, and what it's trying to accomplish.
You want to make a difference in the world. However, giving online, attending fundraisers, and sending in a check all come with the same question. Is the money donated actually being used for the purpose of the organization? The unfortunate truth is, there is no way to know if the support is making the intended difference. The solutions would be accountability and transparency, but without them, there is a barrier to influencing social change. Nonprofits and other charitable organizations typically struggle with technology and operating efficiency, which can account for up to 40 to 50% of their budgets. That takes away from the ability to provide aid to those in need and for the expected usefulness of the contribution. Concerned citizens want to be of assistance, but are their donations actually assisting people or going to administrative expenses? And is there any software available to help make the support worthwhile? Nonprofits, businesses, and schools all need software for their operations. Each day they rely on technology in order to run smoothly, but it takes a lot and it swallows up funds to make it happen. And there is currently no comprehensive enterprise system that does the job. There is a striking opportunity to satisfy the required technology needs of the nonprofits, as well as to serve the businesses that support them. The selfless compassion that exists can still have a serious impact. It's all about the transparency of getting a clear indication of where the money is going and what it's being used for. With SAHAVE, donations can mean something to all those involved, with the knowledge of where the funding is being specifically applied. In real time, it will be clear how organizations are applying the finances and where they are being used. The ability to witness the money in motion, as well as seeing results, is very reassuring to donors. The target market of 3 million organizations can benefit from the accountability and transparency that we intend to offer. The companies who provide them with funding will see improved cost control and overall productivity improvements. Through the SAHAVE platform, the power and influence of the contributions and the measurable impact of all donations will be clearly seen. It is SAHAVE's mission to provide for the much-needed enterprise software for nonprofits so they can operate cost-effectively. In the future, we will additionally allow for the organizations to offer and manage volunteer opportunities to the public. The software platform will be offered in over 30 modules and will benefit nonprofits, businesses, individuals, educational institutions, blood banks, and more. Businesses and schools will have the opportunity to fulfill their social responsibility and evaluate their staff and students for future employment. Nonprofits will gain a unified technology platform that increases the efficiency of their missions and connects them to businesses, educational institutions, and the community. Individuals will have the chance to contribute and demonstrate their soft skills and capabilities. Their involvement will be recorded in their online profile for future use, where they can display their training and potentially become employed by the nonprofits. This allows other employers to save significant resources in hiring too. With this technology, schools around the world will be encouraged to adopt a strong social impact strategy for students. Their measured results can be used to find jobs, gain social awareness, and develop ethical characteristics. Donors have a new financial guardian in SAHAVE, and they can have meaningful peace of mind when supporting other people. For example, the increase of operational efficiency of only 20,000 nonprofits by 20% could free as much as $800 million to be used for the missions of those organizations. By enabling volunteerism with the software in America and India, it's reasonable to expect at least a 5% uptick in donation involvement. Our marketing strategy will be robust, allowing for the growth of the SAHAVE software in the hands of nonprofits worldwide. In promotion of the platform, it'll be completely free to use for the first year, in order for there to be an escalation in use and acceptance. Student ambassadors will be recruited to introduce SAHAVE to their peer groups and encourage their institutions to use the platform for social change. We will use blogging on our site, offer community service competitions. Social media marketing will be significant, and involvement with educational seminars and conferences will promote nonprofit and social responsibility. The initial free release will be a great opportunity for businesses, nonprofit organizations, and in turn, SAHAVE's success.
That's a little bit about SAHAVE. We have another advisor that we have been using to develop our global brand strategy, and Jerry Foster, who is...
My name is Jerry Foster, president of JerryFosterBranding.com, also known as the branding evangelist and the creator of the Big Brand Formula. I gotta tell you about SAHAVE. If you have a nonprofit and you want to build relationships with your community so that you can help fulfill your mission and the giving and the serving that you are up to as a nonprofit, you have got to take advantage of this incredible tool. Listen, the days of trying to figure it out by yourself are over with. You want to tap into today's technology. You want to make sure that you have at your disposal the kind of support, the kind of resources, the kind of machinery, so to speak, that can allow you to reach more people, impact more people, and do exactly the work that you're being called to do. The days of trying to do it by yourself, like I said, are gone. Take advantage of this tool. Make it a part of your nonprofit so that you can not only have more impact, but you can also be building your community and making a name for yourself. And more importantly, it will allow you to make more of a difference through your work. SAHAVE, I cannot say enough about it. It is the #1 next generation revolutionary tool for any nonprofit, anywhere, at any stage. Take advantage of it.
You know, when Pradeep first contacted me, we met about a year ago almost now, and after a few months of meetings, he asked me if I would help him out in preparing for the launch of SAHAVE as a marketing person, and I said, absolutely, I would love to get involved and do what I can for you. And we have become not only employer and contractor, but we've become very close friends. And at this particular moment, I'd like to introduce the founder, the CEO of SAHAVE, Pradeep Kandimala.
Thank you, David. Thank you, friends. Thank you, everyone, for coming here for such short notice here. SAHAVE, vision of SAHAVE is to provide this platform, cutting-edge technology, for non-profit organizations whose revenue is less than $500,000. You may be wondering, how big is that, right? It's a million non-profit organizations suffering without technology in US alone. So you can think of how big is that market across the world. And UN has came up with Sustainable Development Goals 2030 to eliminate poverty, hunger, just to give an examples. And they need a transparent and accountable platform that they can see the impact from these on-ground executing non-profit organizations. So it was an initiation in 2015 by UN, and I was already in research on this platform, working on this, and that gave me to work on a little bit more. So our focus is to provide, our vision is to provide for free for these nonprofit organizations to grow bigger on this platform. And so we have to develop about 13 applications, 32 modules to complete this, which integrates, as David said, about the concept behind is about 150 years ago, we didn't have a charities, organizations, 501c3, what we call today. If you look at the history, we sustained in local communities with trusted relationships between each and everyone, and there's a leadership, and there was religious organizations were taking care of the communities to sustain. So, and when you look at UN 2030 agenda, it's a huge impact that has been lost throughout 150 years of humankind, that we have advanced much, but we haven't been able to sustain locally. And the reason for that is migration, heavy migration within local communities. Trusting relationships is a big problem for us. So SAHAVE is a platform which connects every individual to the community. So we know about local issues and concerns that we can trust within our community to develop and sustain within a community and be a global impact that way. So that's the platform, and I would like to, today we are launching only 4 applications, 2 modules. It's a long roadmap for next 5 years to develop this platform, complete modules. So I would like to play one video about the volunteering module that we are launching today.
The SAHAVE ecosystem, a revolutionary, first-of-its-kind service, built to make the world a better place. We believe there are enough resources to solve every problem in the world, and the only missing link is the connection. SAHAVE solves that for you. We connect enthusiastic individuals, highly credible nonprofits and NGOs, and businesses that are looking to contribute to the society. This link removes all hassles for all the stakeholders involved, so they focus on benefiting the society. Individuals, including students, working professionals, senior citizens, and policymakers, would find volunteering opportunities easily. Each opportunity is tailor-made to your skill set and interests. Boredom be gone. SAHAVE gives you momentum at work, since skills developed through volunteering are the cornerstones for a career. As a nonprofit or NGO, your needs are taken care of in an efficient way. By building credibility through SAHAVE, you will find generous people heartily willing to donate. We scout through a huge pool of volunteers, skilled to do the work you require. SAHAVE enables you to create meaningful and productive partnerships with businesses willing to invest into social work. Businesses committed to making a difference are connected to a dynamic and reliable network of NGOs or nonprofits. Through your social responsibility activities, a huge difference is made to the way your business is perceived and marketed at absolutely no cost. Your employees would transform their lives through simple and effective volunteering activities, thereby transforming your organization and the world. SAHAVE, the platform for social change.
So thank you. Yeah, that's, it's not an app. If anybody thinks that it's just a mobile app, please. This is a platform which connects businesses, nonprofits, and community members and employees and educational institutions in a community. So which allows them to able to address their issues in a community. So I would like to play another module that we are launching today. It's a blood donation module which connects blood banks.
The SAHAVE ecosystem, a revolutionary, first-of-its-kind service built to make the world a better place. We believe there are enough resources to solve every problem in the world, and the only missing link is the connection. SAHAVE solves that for you. We connect enthusiastic individuals, highly credible blood banks, and businesses that are looking to contribute to the society. This link removes all hassles for all of the stakeholders involved, so they focus on benefiting the society. Individuals can request for blood during emergencies from blood banks and donors closest to them. Panicking during medical emergencies is a thing of the past with SAHAVE. Through our real-time, reliable network, healthy individuals can donate easily at a bank near them. SAHAVE tracks your last donated day and gives you reminders when it's time to donate again to keep you healthy. Blood banks find it easier than ever to maintain their stocks through SAHAVE's dynamic system. They can request for specific blood group units from the community when running low on stocks. Businesses can have blood drives arranged in the comfort of their office space. With the professional help of blood banks, the employees can regularly donate blood that in turn has many health benefits for them at absolutely no cost. Fictional superheroes are boring. With SAHAVE, you are the real superhero that saves lives. SAHAVE, the platform for social change.
So these are the two modules we are launching today. Thank you. I just want to announce this a little bit with, we are launching in India and US together today, and we have about 100 nonprofit organizations signed up for beta. Within that one, 30 blood banks have signed up for beta sign up. So I'm happy to announce that one. Thank you very much, David.
You know, as Pradeep mentioned, the blood donation module is really going to automate and smooth out where the bumps in the road are and the time lag that's involved when donating blood. Here in the United States, we kind of take blood donation as a routine social responsibility, but major parts of the world don't look at it that way. They look at their family and friends to support them when they need blood for a surgery or so forth. And if they cannot round up enough blood, they need to purchase it in many, many cases. Blood can be very, very expensive. And so through this cultural shift that we intend to make in the blood donation arena, we'll make it accessible, completely affordable, and develop a social conscience that in parts of the world just does not exist. So we're really excited about all of our modules, but that one strikes my heart very, very much so. Well, you know, Pradeep mentioned that we're going to be providing the SAHAVE platform to nonprofits and businesses and enterprises for free. Well, how do you make any money when it's all given away for free? Well, we had a streamlined discussion one day, and Pradeep came to work and said, you know what, I had a dream, and here's how I think we can do this. Will you, or this is Pradeep talking to me, will you help me found a foundation that can acquire grants, sponsorships from businesses, donations, and that will help support the SAHAVE platform and support the nonprofits that sign up for us. And I said, absolutely sure. That, I think, is a great idea. And so we explored what it would take to do that. Since the time of our discussion a couple months ago to today, we have aligned ourselves as a service project under the SynerVision Foundation, who will provide what's known as a financial agent oversight program that legally allows us to begin to generate grants and donations, and we're extremely excited about that. One of the things I wanted to let you know is, as Pradeep said, we have about 100 that have agreed to sign up on a beta test program. We're controlling the release of the platform because, as you would probably understand, that if a million people suddenly said, let's get on the SAHAVE platform, we'd have some technical difficulties. And so we're working in a controlled environment, both here in the US and in India, to develop a 60-day milestone that says, let's get up to 150, 200 worldwide in India and the US, and work out any difficulties we have, learn what other tidbits of information and things that they need so that we can incorporate them into this iteration of SAHAVE, and then begin to make it better and better and more functional. One of the things that the main video showed was that campaign transparency doesn't exist today. You know as well as I do that if you donate money to a cause, in the back of your head is saying, boy, I sure hope they use that money for the right reasons and it doesn't end up paying for somebody's Maserati or some other wasteful expense. And you know there are many, many nonprofits who have been in the news for the past couple of years that bad things have happened because of misuse and greed and ego. And the SAHAVE platform eliminates that on a global basis. And so we're really excited about our upcoming milestones. And at this time, I'd like to open the floor up for questions to Pradeep or myself or any of the staff here. Oh, that's one thing I failed to do. If I could ask Santosh, Ajay, Jared, and Santosh, I think, and Rahul. Well, there he is over there. I thought you were on your own. If you would please stand. This is some of the development staff that has been working tirelessly over the past couple of years, putting this thing together. We're multi-purpose, as you can see. We have cameramen, we have projector men. They also write code like nobody's business. So we couldn't do it without these fine folks. Jared, there I see you hiding in the background too. Jared is one of our student intern ambassadors, and he'll be teaching some interesting stuff. And the point I was getting to about how do we fund this thing is we have created a project called Bloom, and that's the project that I had alluded to that's going under the SynerVision Foundation. Bloom is a service offering that will provide nonprofits the ability to apply for and receive Google AdWords grants of $10,000 a month. Well, that's all well and good because there's marketing agencies out there that do that for a fee. Well, we're not going to charge anything. In fact, we're not only going to get the AdWords grants for them, we're going to teach them how to use it. We're going to guide them on a weekly basis to get better at doing what they're doing on it. And then monthly, we'll have a sit-down analytics program where they can learn